Yeah, morning folks, it's Thursday the 19th, still in Urzo, still Hubei province, the safest place on earth in China. Just want to say sorry to my viewers yesterday for not doing any update. I had a pretty bad day, I didn't feel great and a few things went wrong, but nothing to do with the virus and nothing to do with China. So apparently it's day 58 here, quarantine, lockdown. The news is that we're going to be allowed to go to the shops tomorrow, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've run out of all sorts of things that I really like, but anyway, I'll do my garbage and sweep up around here and keep the place clean. I've been doing that now for about 50 days for free, keeping everybody clean and happy, and it hasn't been a chore. It's been a yeah, it definitely hasn't been a chore. So I just come around the corner to see what's going on, do my cleaning, and lo and behold, there's free haircuts on offer today. So the shearer's coming to shear the mob, and apparently we're going to be allowed to the shops tomorrow, so they're going to make us all look good. Yeah, so the locals here think I need a haircut, but I'm definitely not getting one of their standard Chinese issue haircuts. They're a little bit out there for me, but yeah, it's good to see the community spirit. They come out in force, and yeah, getting ready for tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm absolutely devastated to see what's going on in the world now. You know, China set a very good example here, and everybody, all these other governments that were so anti-China and anti their ways, been so pig-headed about it that they're in awful strife now. You know, China tried to do what they could and fix this and let everybody now know how the best way of doing it. Unfortunately, you know, most of the Western governments ignored their advice, and it's a tragedy now. It's an absolute catastrophe, and I'm very depressed about the whole situation. I'm very upset to see what's going on, and it's a shame. It's a dead set shame. Yeah, you know, the leaders of WHO, the World Health Organization, have been rather critical about the way everybody's handling this, and a lot of the Western governments really haven't listened to their advice. It's like they said about Australia. Australian government's planned for failure here. The head of the WHO virus mob, can't think of his name now, but you can Google it. He's said, and he's dealt with all these massive viruses over the last decade or so, the Ebola and swine flu and all those terrible ones that have hit the world. He said that the only way to tackle this is with speed. Try to stay ahead of it. The quicker you put measures in place, the quicker you're going to get results. Unfortunately, America, Australia and England especially have all left this way too late. I suspect they've been waiting for their little friend in America to come up with a solution. However, that hasn't happened. There's tens of thousands of people sick in America, and the government's not really admitting to that yet. However, the statistics are showing that. I really want, all my followers, especially my beloved town of Ulladulla, to take heed of what I've been saying and put measures in their own place as quickly as can. Lock the town down. Don't worry about sending your kids to school. Guard the shops with your lives. Don't let people from out of town buy our groceries. Milton Ulladulla is a very small, good community, and if we all pull together and all the voluntary workers get together and come up with some sort of plan to keep law and order in town, everyone will be a lot better off and happier. That's all we can do, because the government's abandoning us all, and we're just going to have to get in, sit it out, and take it on board and do what we can. Amongst other things, yesterday I heard on the grapevine that Australia was telling all their citizens to return home as soon as possible, so they're obviously going to lock down the airports. And they didn't actually send me any message or any email regarding this, and it's just devastating for me, because now all it's done for me is put my coming home dreams and plans on hold for a few more months until Australia sort this out now. So yeah, thought I was going to be here till May or so, but it looks like it's going to be a lot longer now. So thanks Australian government, thanks for leaving me in the lurch again, and I appreciate it. Mr Morrison, you didn't actually get voted into Parliament. You burnt your mate in front of the whole of Australia.
after standing up there on stage and telling everyone you're going to back him up only to rip his job off from him from under his feet. You wanted this job, you thought you could handle this job, so why don't you prove to Australia that you can deal with this job and do something stringent, strong, harsh, make the fucking calls, bro, and people will respect you for it. If you're too pussy to make a call and think you might be hurting somebody, well, I guarantee you're going to be saving thousands of lives, and at the end of the day, everyone's going to be appreciative.
So is it so hard to lock the whole of Australia down? Why are you guys holding off? What's the reasons behind this? You've absolutely got no reasons to do this. It's going to save the economy a huge amount of money. It's going to save people a lot of grief and pain. Or just to keep your economy rolling. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely astounding. If China can do it and get positive results, the rest of the world can do it. In Australia, China's your biggest trading partner. They back us up through thick and thin, and you guys have really should be taking a leaf out of their book and doing what they've suggested that you guys should do. The World Health Organization is suggesting that you guys have planned for failure here. Why aren't you listening? Why not? What is it about you guys that make you think that you're above everybody? Yeah, in the old days, when someone did something wrong, they were challenged to a duel, and in modern era it seems to have disappeared. They used to duel over things, you know, losing face or letting people down or burning their friends, or, well, I consider that the government have filled all those boxes, and so I'm quite happy to challenge two of you against one. Get in the ring with me, get in the cage, and we'll sort this out old school, because you need to learn a lesson, and you need to understand that there's consequences for your actions against treating the Australian public so badly. So yeah, put your hand up, and quite happy to get in whenever you like. I'm 52 years old, so you're all younger than me. Doesn't worry me. Yeah, I think the Australian public would love to see this go down. So why don't you think about it? And we could probably all make a lot of money out of the televised rights to it. And so yeah, let's do it. We could probably make enough money to get the government out of its deficit. So yeah, it's probably a really good idea. It's really good for the Australian economy. You'd be helping out big time. So yeah, I'm quite happy to help. Just remember, you left me in the worst place on earth. You abandoned me. You haven't even given me a phone call. And as far as I'm concerned, you really did a dog act to me. So yeah, put your money where your mouth is, and let's see what happens. You didn't only do a dog act on me, but you've done a dog act on the whole country. So I think you're going to have to sort of redeem yourself over this, and try and save face, mate. And this is probably a really good way of saving face. So anyway, think about it. I'm happy to do it. I'm not being stupid. I'm serious, and that's the way it is, mate. That's the Australian way. You all know it. You went through our schooling system. You think I've lost my marbles? Well, I probably have, because I've been here and I've seen so many people die and so many people get sick. And thanks to you guys, I think I've got mental scarring from all this. But hey, I'm still staying strong. I'm still trying to get my message out there, and I'm still begging you to do something for our country. Trying to do what I can to save our asses, more than you guys can do. Anyway, that's life. Maybe you shouldn't have left me here, because I've got a tendency of saying what I think and saying what I feel. And unlike you guys, I mean what I say. Yeah, look, I'm not a greedy person, so whatever money we make out of this little venture, I'll be donating back to the Australian communities and helping any way I can. So yeah, I'm serious. So let's do something. Let's televise it and let's make some money, and let me donate something back to my society. Thanks, guys. It's a great idea. Looking forward to it. She's already done about 20 people in about an hour. You know, after all the depression I've been through and the anxiety I've suffered through all this, and we're not out of the woodwork yet, let me tell you. China's done a very good job, but we are still in lockdown, we're still in quarantine. Many people are still getting sick, however, the death rate's dropped considerably. So, there's a positive out of all this for me. Unfortunately, they haven't got it on the head yet, but we've made huge headway.
the most important thing I'd like to tell everybody is that, you know, we've got to calm down, we've got to work together, we've got to put measures into place ourselves. Don't rely on other people to do them for you. You know, take it upon yourself and be positive, be happy, find yourself something to do, and sit it out, guys.
So after about 30, 40 haircuts, eventually our little fella's turn. I haven't heard one person tell the lady how to cut her hair. She just does whatever she does, and everybody cops it sweet. This is the result of a Chinese military style haircut.
Yeah, so just received some messages from the Chinese government on social media saying that one in the family are allowed out every 4 days for an hour to go and do some shopping. Another message was that be careful, it's getting warmer during the day but it's still cold at night, and they're really concerned that people can still catch a cold. And the other message was about, oh, I forgot already. First two messages I was so excited about, but anyway. However, I'm not allowed to go out because I've got a Chinese citizen and I don't have a pass, so my wife's going to be able to go out once every 4 days and do a bit of shopping, which is great news for us, and it just shows that it's getting a little bit better. Yeah, another little message that the government have been quite persistent about over here is wearing face masks, you know, gloves, hand protection and eyewear protection. Reason being that, you know, you can spread it to your eyes quite easily through your hands, but also it's a wet virus and it can get in through your eyes quite easily. It's not really relevant when we're in lockdown and quarantine. However, they have stressed the facts that when we do go out into the shops, still stay away from crowds, still take your family's health as #1 priority. You know, don't gather, things like that. There's still no public transport or anything like that. But they're still stressing all the points that I've been trying to tell the rest of the world, and people here take it very seriously, so take that on board, everybody. And just one more message to my beloved Ulladulla and friends and family and everybody there that I care about. Please remember what I'm saying. Please take some, you know, decisive action now, not later. Don't wait for the government. You know, they're not going to be able to do anything. So, you know, band together as a community, help each other out, stay strong, stay away from crowds, don't go to school, etc. Yeah, knuckle down, find yourself a hobby and sit it out for the next few months, guys. So there's my little friend from Shanghai. He still hasn't got to go home to see his family yet, but he's still smiling, he's still been doing his schoolwork. You want to say hello to Australia?
Hello, Australia.
Thanks, buddy. You keep smiling, dude, and you've been a great hand for me through all this. Fuck me, I'm so fucking happy. I haven't had coffee for days, and look at this. One of the Chinese ladies just went and got me coffee. I love these women. They fucking do everything you ask, mate. Look at this. I am so happy. Gone are my headaches, gone are my depression. I'm going to go and have about 10 cups now. So, we'll start this guy's car for him. He's got so excited he got one of his car started, and I'm out of breath now because yeah, I had to do the engine until it started. Stoked. Not only thought I was having a good day, just got coffee, but look what I got today. A nice packet of very, very expensive Chinese cigarettes that are very hard to come by now. And my missus actually had them stashed in the drawer waiting for me to run out. Oh, don't you love these people? Yeah, so that's all I've really got to say today. Thursday, the 18th, I think I said. And yeah, 58 days in lockup, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So although I won't be able to come home because the Australians have imposed more flight restrictions, etc., and I still can't leave here, I will eventually get home, and when I do, I'll have an awful lot to say.